I don't usually do this at the start of my videos, but as always, I wanted to do something a little bit different. This week's video covers transgender topics, a subject which I, like most of the population, don't know everything about. My aim, as always, is to educate, entertain, and to genuinely learn for myself, which is why I have left in several moments where I mess up, make risky jokes to my friends, and make mistakes. If you are somebody who's likely to find these topics sensitive or offensive, I recommend you don't watch this video and I'll see you next week in the next video. I always have best intentions with everything I do, and so I hope I didn't do anything wrong, but I wanted to say this before we start. Thank you, and enjoy the video.
Firstly, I have to introduce this. Who is this?
My boyfriend.
Oh, okay.
I'm Phoenix Stone.
So this is Phoenix. I have known Phoenix on and off for several years.
Yeah.
Today, Phoenix is going to be transitioning me from male, as I was born, to male, as I identify. Now, we had this idea at Summer in the City this year, and it started off as like a joke, and then we were like, because there are people who genuinely transition from their assigned gender.
They refuse to be cis.
Yes.
But they're assigned gender above.
So that's going to be me.
That's you.
And are those...
You are now recugender. That's what it's called.
Wow. So while at points this is obviously going to seem ridiculous, and we're definitely going to be laughing at things. Ding. Please don't misinterpret that to us laughing, or especially me laughing, at trans people, trans issues. It's just a ridiculous idea, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. And hopefully you learn something if you're not part of the trans community, and if you are, hopefully you feel slightly more represented by this little cisgender man.
Good.
So Phoenix, when you realized you were trans, well, how old were you first?
About 13 when I properly realized.
Okay. And what was like the first thing you did to try and work out and become who you felt you were?
Watch YouTube, like trans YouTubers.
Okay, like me.
Yeah, like.
Am I going to be an official trans?
Yeah,
is
that's
that
your title.
Director?
No, sorry, trans YouTuber first.
Okay.
And then director.
Okay, so I imagine the first thing you would have done would have been something like, how would you appear more masculine? Because I'm not the most masculine, so actually genuinely in other parts of my life this could be quite helpful. Maybe I can, you know, not look like such a pussy.
Pussy.
Oh, we're going to get comments about using the word pussy as a derogatory term, aren't we? Oh, no.
Can't use that word. Problematic. A list of problematic things in the video.
Rather than like jump scares, it's like problematic.
Guys, at 1 minute 25, this
There's
problematic thing happened.
And then at 1 minute 26, and then at 1 minute 27.
I guess for me, I would say the clothing.
Okay, so I've been gifted this by Corey, who says this will make me look very trans.
Don't say that!
No. Is this accurate?
If we're going down, you're coming down with us.
Okay, do I look good? Is this about right? Oh, ooh. Yeah, I do look more masculine.
There you go.
I don't know how to dress like my own gender.
Achieve.
Okay, so I guess the second thing you would do is you would change your pronouns and get have a new name. Okay, so my name, if I was born female, was going to be Alice. If I was called Alice, then my how do you decide a trans name? Is trans name the word? Is trans name? I'm sorry, I'm trying to learn. I'm not trying to offend.
We're here to educate. It's all good. I mean, the most obvious would be Alex. But I know about 10 trans guys who are called Alex.
Isn't that perfect though? It's like a perfect trans name.
Yeah.
What's my name?
Aiden.
Aiden.
No.
I like Aiden.
Everyone's gonna take the piss
Not
out of
Aiden.
that.
Every trans boy is called Aiden.
Yeah, it's like more common than Alex.
I'm gonna go with Aiden.
Aiden.
Why is every trans boy called Aiden?
I think it's just if you're a famous trans guy.
Which I am now.
Yeah.
So, and my pronouns would still be he, him, as are on my badge.
Yeah. He, him, but trans version.
Trans he, him. Would I have to say that? Would everyone have to say, oh, trans he is coming to the party? Okay, so this is the one I've been most excited / terrified for. When you're born female,
Yep.
you got the boobies.
You got the boobs.
And you don't want them.
No.
Further down the line, you get things like a binder, which is like a vest. But what's like the first thing you do in the early stages?
Sports bras are kind of like a good in-between.
Uh-huh.
It's kind of binding, but just less.
Sure, and I suppose you can also wear a sports bra before you're ready to tell people.
Yeah.
Because like your family won't question it so much.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Right,
And
nice.
it kind of hides things better. And if you wear a baggy t-shirt, then there you go.
Baggy boy. Ain't no one gonna see
baggy
these
clothes anyway.
boobies. Oh, I look ridiculous with the shirt on.
It's the neckline is so low.
I look like a vicar wearing like a psychedelic jumper. So I got my baggy t-shirt.
Yeah.
But I really want to move on. You're getting a lot of dysphoria, which is like not comfortable in the body you have. And so you really want to take it to the next level of appearing and feeling like you are the gender you believe you are.
Yeah.
Is that the right term? Believe you are?
That you are.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Yeah. So this is not what you would use. But we're gonna use it. I wouldn't recommend this type of binding. Neither would probably anyone.
Don't try this at home.
Don't try this at home.
Off comes the shirt. Oh.
Tape.
Right.
So,
That's a sexy man.
Why are you playing with my nips already?
already.
Do you do like one boob at a time, or
Yeah.
do you?
Yeah. You don't
never
go all
found-
across.
This is medical tape. This is not the actual tape that you use.
So the normal tape you use is like this thick, not thick.
It's like a
but
gaffer
like,
tape.
Get duct
Do
tape.
it.
Duct
All right. Well, I do
Sounds
feel like
bad.
this is the right thing to do, because if I'm going to make a video about this subject, I should at least experience some of this discomfort of the people who actually do this. It's gonna hurt when I take it off.
Yeah, I mean, I probably would have put a bit of tissue on your nipple, but that's fine.
It's too late now. I do like this little. I've
Did
got
you
a little
have
micro
you have to
breast.
put that-
Don't put it on there. No. This experience, knowing how painful this is going to be, this is almost like an antidote. Do you know how people say like, "Oh, you're just doing this for attention"?
Yeah.
If you were doing this for attention, you would not do. This is like
Not.
This is real. Like you do not do this unless you're
Yeah.
very, very sure of what you're doing.
This isn't spicy tampons. This is real shit.
Spicy Tranton. All right, guys. So before I put the actual real binder on, could you please rip me free?
3, 2. Don't worry, I'll count down.
You left one on! At least do it properly. I still have nips. This is great.
Good, that's good. Yeah, I normally fold up a bit of tissue and then put it over the nips.
Well, thanks for telling me before.
Yeah, it's a bit late on that one.
So this is like a vest, but really tight, is it?
Yeah, so this is a GC2B binder, which is made by trans people. for
Wow,
trans
okay,
people.
cool.
Whereas the one that I'm wearing right now is if you can feel the material, it's slightly different.
Oh, is this black thing?
Yeah.
Is that what it is? Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah, so this is
Looks like a tent.
underworks. Yeah, it's like
Titty
3
tent.
layers.
Sorry. Is this more or less comfortable than tape?
More, definitely.
Okay.
Although it restricts your breathing. Which
Oh
is
dear God.
it's the
Please
back and roll.
slide me down. And this is hard to put on, and I don't have anything here.
Yeah.
So like, oh my God. And is this what painful?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Flat.
Wow.
Obviously, not like everyone is privileged to like get the things, the binders.
Oh, I thought you meant the boobs. I was like, I don't have any, I'm not privileged. So when I was researching for this video with you, we found an article on WikiHow called How to Transition into Being a Male. And one of the things that was on here was cultivate a deep voice. Now, you have been on testosterone. Is it shots? Is it like injections?
Yeah, injections.
And every time you come around the house, you have like a deeper voice.
Yeah.
I do like some of these incredible exercises you can do before you go on testosterone. Exercise saying bing bong king kong ding dong in a low voice, stretching out the I feel like King Kong Ding Dong is what every trans man wants. Maybe it's like trans
the dream.
prayer.
Trans prayer.
King
Every
Kong
night.
Ding Dong. Deepen your voice in
Jacob from Living Healthy Every Day.
Hey
Jeezy
guys,
heck!
This is Jacob Heavy from.
That's the deepest voice I've ever heard.
King Kong. And then bing bong.
Sounds like a doorbell.
It's like Big Ben.
Yes, that's it.
King Kong Ding.
But then you kind of talk from your chest, so you kind
Yeah.
of like go down and you can talk like
Yeah, I understand.
Jesus Christ.
Should I just spend the rest of the video talking like this? Hello.
Hey guys.
Hey guys, today I thought I'd do something a little bit different.
Oh
we
my
go.
God, our friend
40
Jake has
seconds
just
ago.
tweeted, YouTubers who aren't trans should educate themselves about trans stuff. Look at me, Jake! Look at me go! Is this good enough for you? Alright, so I think this is the one that people know least about, and I certainly didn't know this was a thing until recently. One thing that you then later on do is you buy a packer, right?
Yeah.
So that's like a fake penis.
Yeah,
Is that?
Yeah,
Yeah?
yeah.
I mean, it is.
It is.
Yeah.
that's what it is. Half to like have a more male appearance,
Yeah.
I guess. But also it's kind of like the feeling that although it's not obviously attached to you,
Yeah.
it's kind of like there's something there.
You know when people, this is gonna sound weird when I start, but you know when people like lose an arm,
Yeah,
and then they still feel like they have a ghost arm?
yeah.
Is it like you feel like you have a ghost penis?
Yeah,
Is it like it's meant to be there?
Yeah, it's kind of like
That's really
that.
interesting. You've got one for me.
I do.
Thank you. And how do I... Can I have the penis, please? Oh, dear God. Right, if you don't want to see a rubber penis, click away now, or maybe skip to this time code, I don't know. It's a little boy.
It's one of the cheapest ones that you can get.
Okay.
So it's about a tenner. It's made by a company called Mr. Limpy.
Of course.
Which I think is a great name.
I nearly like face palmed with the penis in my mouth. Yeah.
Like a dickhead.
Yeah. Oh my God, thumbnail. Alright, so I'm now going to retreat into the closet and I am going to, for the first time in my life, pack.
You're used to being in there, Luke.
Shut up. Yeah, this is quite exciting.
Yeah.
I feel right, you know? Okay, so that's...
The bulge.
This is on YouTube now. I understand, because I feel like I have something there. Yeah. And that's cool, I guess. So net. I need to be... I feel like I'm speaking in a higher voice than normal, which is very weird.
One of the things you do next is you'd get testosterone. So tell me about that. How does that work?
Testosterone is quite a long process to get on it.
Yeah.
I guess. So you have to go, in the UK at least, I don't know what it's like anywhere else, but in the UK you kind of, you either go on NHS waiting list and try and get referred, or if you go through private, then it's the same thing, but you pay for it and it's quicker.
That's really cool. And like, where do you inject it?
So, I mean, you can either get it in your butt cheek.
Nice. Not in your butt.
No,
okay,
just
cool.
just the cheek.
Yeah.
Or if you do it yourself, like you can have it in your thigh.
Oh, so you can do that yourself at home?
Yeah, I do.
That is terrifying, but also
It is
really
a bit.
cool. Is that not hurt?
No, if you hit a nerve, then yeah.
I suppose it doesn't hurt as much as gender dysphoria, so.
Yeah. Ouch.
Here
So
for
true.
you. And the last thing on our incredible WikiHow article was working on your mannerisms and speech. So, like, is there anything you did to, like, sound, like, masculine? As in your speech? Are you like,
Alright, James, how's the missus?
As a missus.
Is she in the kitchen? Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. Masculinity is finest.
you can tell I'm not a real man. This is my, I am about as far away
Where's
from...
my pickaxe? Well, there's one thing that a lot of people laugh at, especially if like I go into a shop and then talking to like whoever was serving me.
Yeah.
Just be like, all right, cheers, mate.
So,
Cheers is another like proper cis straight like
Yeah.
talk like cheers, mate. All right.
cheers.
Cheers.
Well, cheers for watching this video, lads. And before we go, I'd like to take my last bit of advice from WikiHow, which is to sing along to songs in a masculine voice, to train your voice to be masculine. So, Siri, can you please play music by Phoenix Stone?
Oh my god.
I make my appearance to make an appearance.
Good. Love it. Approved. You get the stamp of approval.
If you'd like to check out Phoenix's channel or support Phoenix in his top surgery, there are links down below in the description box place. I hope you found this video both entertaining and informative, and I was
and slightly offensive. And I'll see you next week for another incredible video. Goodbye.
Bye.
I'm free.